Yeah. Corporate restructuring. This is the process in amalgamation. What is this? It involves, changing of the business of the organization. Okay, and this is, in order to improve the efficiency of performance in terms of profit, companies try to rearrange. For example,
Okay.
I'll tell you. Okay, I think when you're a small boy, there was a bank called Vaishya Bank.
Yes, sir. Karur Vaishya Bank.
Oh, yeah, Vaishya Bank, Karur Vaishya Bank. Karur Vaishya Bank is different. Vaishya Bank is different.
Okay.
And maybe, they're just concerns. And Karur
Okay, sir.
Vaishya Bank merged into, ING, right?
Yes, sir.
ING. Okay, it became ING, Vaishya. And this
Yes.
ING Vaishya Bank again merged with, what is this? Kotak.
Kotak, sir.
Kotak Bank.
Yes, sir.
Okay, look at this. What's the intention here when companies are rearranging their business? Morning I was just going for a walk, just to, I was just carrying my laptop, to check, the speed is very slow. The speed is
Yes.
not up to my level, my expectation. Then I went to get it checked. What's wrong with it? And as I'm walking, just in my lane, there's an hospital, in DK Road. That is
Okay, sir.
uh, Indo-US Hospital. Okay, in DK Road, Indo-US Hospital.
Acha.
Suddenly, I saw a new board, in front of that hospital. Okay, I see Apollo board. Come on, what's this? Then, the Apollo brand, I thought maybe a duplicate Apollo, but no, it is not. The brand, the color, they have a standard color. Now every company has a standard.
Yes, sir.
So, and they register the color also. And it is
Acha.
Apollo. So look at this. This Indo-US hospital was running for not less than 4 years. Okay, maybe more than 4 years in my lane. Quite
Okay.
not very small hospital, not very big hospital like Care and Apollo, but
Yes.
reasonably, good size hospital. And
Okay.
they have set up in a very decent manner. The infrastructure, the interior, everything was neat, very awesome. But they were not able to run it at least cost to cost. The management has become
Acha.
very difficult because it's a new hospital, and to draw the patient's attention towards their services, it has become very difficult. So then I realized they might have handed over that business to Apollo for a share. Okay,
Okay.
take our business, okay, into your company, and in your Apollo, give us 5% share, because Apollo is a very big group. Na? It's huge,
Yes.
very, it's all over the country. Apollo is there all over the country. Care is there everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, so you just take a hospital, just give us 2% or 5% of the sale proceeds. And look at this. Sometime back, there was, hetero pharmacy.
Yes, sir.
Hetero pharmacy. And hetero pharmacy was the sister concern of hetero drugs.
Acha.
Hetero drugs. The daughter of the owner of this company, she was telling, okay, when I was teaching her, just like you, accounting, she was telling, when I was a small child, sir, for 3 or 4 years, we used to stay in two rooms. And yeah, two rooms, literally two rooms. My dad, my mom, and myself. And later on, my brother was born. And God has blessed us so much. And my dad worked very hard, and this is how we have come up. And so simple family, down to the earth family. And they're billionaires,
Acha.
not millionaires, down to the earth family. I have not seen a family like this. So simple. The parents, the children,
Oh,
everything. And yeah, and her brother is in charge of this, younger brother is in charge of this hetero pharmacy.
Okay.
They were not able to manage because their manufacturing facilities were spread all over the world. So many countries it has spread. So this is a small business for them. This pharmacy business, outlet, store outlet is a small business for them. Then what they've done is, hey, this is irritating. Then they have handed over, merged it with, Apollo. Then it has all hetero pharmacies have become now Apollo.
Apollo Pharmacy.
Yeah, Apollo Pharmacy. Now look at the first sentence again. Corporate restructuring is a process involved in changing the organization of a business. It implies rearranging the business for increased efficiency and profitability. Okay,
Yes.
our examples exactly suits this sentence, right? There are
Yes, sir.
two ways of growth of business organization. One is organic, another one is inorganic. When you look at organic growth, it relates to business or financial restructuring within the organization. Okay, and this results, improved customer base and increased volumes, enhanced revenue or sales or revenue generation. Okay, now
Yes.
without changing the outlook of the company, without changing the outlook of the company, right? Now, uh,
Yes.
sometimes, yeah, you can take your own example. Uh, you know, this Loyola Academy, it was run by so many, heads of the, the fathers, they have the
Yes,
designation,
sir.
right? Directors, or you call anything, designation may be anything, but they are the heads of the institutions. Now,
Yes, sir.
over a period of 30 years, there's a drastic change in the Loyola Academy. There's so much change. There is so much change. Every year there's a quality improvement. There was not a program called BCom Honors. There's not a program called BBA Analytics. But slowly they are, introducing innovative products, and they are restructuring. Whenever they see something is wrong, they're so quick to restructure it internally. And this Loyola Academy, it is same. The Loyola Academy, the outlook, the campus, the board, everything will be same. It doesn't change.
Yes.
Okay, but internally there will be some change, some restructuring. Maybe the father may be shifted to another, office. The father of Loyola Academy, now in Hyderabad, may be shifted to Xavier's Institute in Bangalore, or maybe shifted to XLRI Jamshedpur. Okay, or maybe some
Okay.
father may be brought from abroad and appointed here. That's internal restructure. What for? To enhance the performance. That's organic growth. When it started, some, one of the faculty members was saying, the one gentleman who worked with Loyola for 10 years, he was telling, you people don't hand over the management to others, outsiders. Okay, you manage within yourselves. Only father should run and no outsider should run. Look at this. For them, it is a religious institute and it is service orientation. We want to give the best of the education to the society. Thereby,
Yes, sir.
that is how we serve God. That's what they believe. But then I told, sir, if you and I take up that, we always think of profit. Okay, our attention is only on the profit, how best I can maximize the profit. And for maximizing the profit, anything we will go to any extent, compromising the quality of education. So that is what our thinking, right? But their thinking is not like that. They are serving the society, and they believe that serving God, serving the society by imparting quality education is serving God. That's what they believe. You and I think only
Yes.
for profit. So yeah. So therefore, they will not entertain outsiders. They will not entertain outsiders because the idea behind setting up of the institution is different. But our idea of the
Yes.
our ideas are different, right? So
Yes, sir.
they don't want to, entertain any kind of profit motive. Profit will come when quality is given. Profit will come. So that is different. And what do they do? They will set up another campus. Again, they give quality education there. So when they believe in two things. One is education and health. They focus only on two things: education. If we can give these two to the society, automatically growth takes place. Automatically growth takes place. That's what they strongly. Okay, organic growth is this within the organization. One Father Swami may be there, Father Edward may come, Father Anthony may come. Okay, there will be reshuffling within. If Father Edward is not doing well, Father Anthony will be brought, but no outside,
Yes.
no question of merging this Loyola Academy with let's say Usmani University or Nizam College. Nothing, no way.
Yes.
No way. No way. They will retain their identity. They will retain their identity. This is organic growth. Inorganic growth relates to restructuring through mergers and amalgamation. It is the example of what just now we discussed. And even the merger of the corporate banks, the public sector banks that happened recently. Okay, so merge,
Yes.
banks are merged now, right? Dena Bank, Vijaya Bank, okay, Oriental Bank of Commerce, UCO Bank. So there are about yeah, all SBIs are merged. So these are external. Inorganic growth relates to restructuring through mergers, amalgamation. Okay,
Yes.
they constitute one of the most methods of securing. Look at this, no? When the external merger is taking place. Okay, when the external agencies are coming together to merge, what happens is
Yes.
they will come out with a new name, or the taking over bank or taking over company will have their name. For example, Dena Bank is merged with Bank of Baroda. Dena Bank is a small company, a small bank compared to Bank of Baroda. So Dena Bank will lose its existence, its identity. Bank of Baroda will be retained because Bank of Baroda is purchasing all the shares of Dena Bank, and completely it becomes the yeah it becomes the owner of Dena Bank also. All the
Yes.
shareholders become the shareholders of Bank of Baroda. Okay, so
Yes.
mergers are external. Okay, mergers are external.
Extra.
You're saying something?
No, sir.
The Companies Act 2013, it has 1956 is changed in, it got amended so many times, but this 2013 Act is historical. Okay, there are so many changes took place. Okay, Manmohan Singh is a visionary. Okay, the country was lucky to have a prime minister like that for 10 years, right? And
Yes.
he has streamlined everything, and one of those things is Companies Act 2013. Now it brought practical reforms in the mergers and acquisitions, right? Then some include fast track mergers. Okay, any approval required for the merger between Indian company and the foreign company. Okay, so there is a fast approval given, right? Next,
Yes.
this all theory. The next one is not required for you. Concept of merger. The term merger and amalgamation are synonymous. Okay, look at it. From here, you need to understand. Read it. This is your syllabus.
Okay.
In amalgamation, go ahead.
Oh, in amalgamation, the properties, assets, and liabilities of one or more company are transferred to an existing or a new company, and the amalgamated company issues a share to the shareholders of the amalgamating company in the layer thereof.
Hmm.
Under this process, the amalgamation company is dissolved without going through the process of winding up. Okay.
Dana Bank got dissolved without going through the process of winding up because it is merged with the Bank of Baroda.
Baroda. Yes, sir.
Okay, all the assets and liabilities of Dana Bank are transferred to Bank of Baroda.
Bank of Baroda.
Okay, and the amalgamated company issued shares. The Bank of Baroda issued shares to the shareholders of amalgamating company in lieu thereof to Dana
What
Bank.
is leave thereof, sir?
In exchange of this merger, we are going to come out with the, yeah, we are going to come out with the figures. Okay, this is just theory. It is like this. Let's say uh, Bank of Baroda is a bigger bank, right? It's
Yes.
a strong bank. Or let's say private banks will take. So you both of them are public sector banks now. So how can you say one is weak, one is strong? In terms of performance, in terms of profitability, we can very well say Bank of Baroda is a strong bank. Okay. Uh,
Yes.
if you say, sir, both are public sector, I don't agree with you. Then I will take HDFC and Yes Bank. Yes Bank is a very small bank, right? It's a private bank.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And very, very young bank. Okay. Compared to HDFC, right? So
Yes, sir.
let's say if Yes Bank is getting merged with the HDFC,
HDFC.
right? Let's think of that. Okay, let's think of that. If it is getting merged, let's say the HS Bank share is traded now at, and look at this, I bought at 67 rupees. Okay, I think now it is less than 10 rupees, S Bank share. Okay, 3 years back, I bought it at 67 rupees, thinking some miracle will happen, but now it is less than 10 rupees. Horrible. Right. So now it is 12 rupees, let's say. 12 rupees is the
Okay.
market value of Yes Bank share. But when you look at
Yes.
HDFC, 600 per share.
Okay.
Let us say if the Yes Bank is merged with HDFC Bank, okay, HDFC Bank,
Yes.
let's say there are 1 lakh shareholders, 1 lakh shares, 100,000 shares. If it is getting merged with the HDFC Bank, okay, if it is getting merged with HDFC Bank, right? How many shares the HDFC should issue to the shareholders of Yes Bank?
100 shares, sir.
How many shares? 1 lakh shares
100.
there. 1 lakh shares are there. Okay, for the sake of calculation convenience, we'll say 10 rupees each share. Yes Bank share in the market is 10 rupees. So 10 into
Yes, sir.
1 lakh, 10 lakhs is the market value. Market
Okay.
capitalization 10 lakhs.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So we're not calculating the percent, just the absolute figure is 10 lakhs is the market value of the capital of the shares of share
Yes, bank.
Yes Bank. Right? If this bank is merged with the HDFC, whose shares are traded at 450 per share 450. How many shares the HDFC, okay, for convenience sake, now let's round it off to 500. Each share is traded at 500. How many shares HDFC should issue Yes Bank
Yes.
shareholders?
Yes.
How many shares? 1 lakh shares into 10 rupees, 10 lakhs.
10 rupees. 10 lakhs.
Okay. Now 10 lakhs by 500. How many?
500.
How many? 10 lakhs.
20,000
20,000. 20,000. 2,000.
shares.
2,000.
Oh, sorry.
2,000 into 500. How much? 5,000. Yes. 2,000 only.
You're
Not
right.
2,000.
Yes, sir.
2,000 into 500 is equal to, eh, you're,
10.
I think 20. No, you're right. 20,000. 20,000 only, right?
No, sir. 2,000 only, sir.
2,000 only.
Yes, sir. 2,000 into 500, 10 lakhs.
10 lakhs. Okay. So 2,000 into, I'm sorry,
Yes.
2,000 shares 2000 into 500 is equal to 10 lakhs. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And 2000 shares only will be issued to the shareholders of Yes Bank when the Yes Bank is merged with the HDFC Bank.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now look at this. Look at the second part of the first paragraph. This one. In amalgamation, the properties, assets, and liabilities of
Assets
one
and
or more
liabilities.
company are transferred to an existing or a new company. And the amalgamated company issues, shares to the shareholders
Amalgamating.
of amalgamating company in lieu thereof. In lieu of this 1 lakh shares whose worth is 10 lakh rupees, they will be issued 2000 shares. Yes Bank shareholders will be issued 2000 shares worth 500 each.
Per
Uh,
each.
That is the
Yes.
meaning. Correct?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Definition. Amalgamation is not defined in the Companies Act 2013, but Section 2, subsection 1B of the Income Tax defines the term amalgamation as amalgamation in relation to companies means the merger of one or more companies with another company or the merger of two or more companies to form a new
One
company.
company.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
right? One company may take over another company and the company that is taken over will lose its identity. That's one form. Or
Or two
this,
companies are going to form the new company.
yeah. Look at this wall frame of some country. I think Swedish country or Switzerland country. I don't know, but it's a European country. Okay, Wolfram,
Okay, sir.
Wolframe.
Okay.
Okay, that's a foreign company, European company,
Yes.
and Tata's is an Indian company. Okay, so when they have merged these, when these two companies merged long back, it is not now, long back, it has become Voltas, a new company,
Yes.
two different companies coming together to form a new company. Okay, Wolframe and Tata's have, they got merged and they have given a new name, that's Voltas. Okay, Voltas. Right. What are the conditions to say that there's an amalgamation? All properties to be transferred to the amalgamated company. All liabilities to be transferred to the amalgamated company. Shareholders holding at least 3/4 of the shares of the amalgamating company should become the shareholders of amalgamated company.
Amalgamated company. Okay, sir.
They will become the shareholders at least 3/4. Only then you say there is an amalgamation. There is an amalgamation. Okay, how do you amalgamate it? You can go for horizontal merger. What's
Okay.
that? Two or more
Horizontal merger. Yes, sir.
yeah, two or more companies, doing business in the same type of product or service.
Yes.
Yes Bank, HDFC Bank, same operations, same business. Okay,
Yes.
Arsler and Mittal Steels, right? Yeah, Mittal and Arsler. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Tata and Jaguar, same type of business, horizontal merger.
Yes.
Okay, that's you're trying to enter into an alliance. If you are in the same type of business, and what's the reasons? What are the reasons? There are so many reasons. Okay, there are so many reasons. Let's come to vertical merger. Merger which
Yes,
takes
sir.
place upon the combination of two companies which are operating in the same industry but different stages of production. Look at this one. Look at this. Uh, mm, Andhra Sugars, Nizam Sugars Company. What's their business?
Okay.
To procure the sugar canes and produce sugar from that. And while producing
Yes.
sugar, there's leftover sugar juice. That's called
Yes, sir.
molasses. Okay,
Yes, sir. Molasses.
and that molasses is used to if that is food, okay, that becomes alcohol. Okay, So, that molasses is used in the breweries industry, right? Let's say if Nizam Sugars, okay, or Andhra Sugars, if they are tying up with some breweries companies, okay, Unite, what's that? United Breweries, huh? United Breweries. What's that company's name? Vijay Malia's company, UBA.
Kingfisher, sir.
Kingfisher is a brand. What's a company? UB. Ki- Kingfisher is a brand of one of his products.
Royal Challenger, sir.
They're all the brand, the product names, brands. But their company is, I think, United Breweries, something, UB. Yeah, whatever it is, let's say UB only. Okay, it may be wrong. For example, we take, okay, UB. So what happens? Nizam Sugars and
United Breweries, sir.
United Breweries. United Breweries enters enters an arrangement with the Nizam Sugars. Nizam Sugars, they procure the sugar canes and take the juice and tries to crystallize it, and it becomes sugar. That's the main business. And generally, till now, they have been selling the molasses to UB. But now they have taken over UB. Look at this. That's the meaning here. Merger which takes place upon the combination of two companies, Nizam Sugars, UB, which are operating in the same industry. Yeah, it's the same industry, but different stages of production. The first stage is production of the sugar. The second stage is producing methyl and ethyl
Molasses.
alcohol. Okay, and later on, producing liquor, right? So this is different stages of production. It's the same type of business industry, different stages. Okay, different stages. Look at this. Hyderabad Steels is into steel business. Okay, and they sell the plates, steel plates, rods, TNT rods. But if they also involve themselves, involve themselves in the making of utensils, like in many cases in Sanat Nagar. In Sanat Nagar, there are many utensil companies, right? So if they're entering into such business, that's different stage. Raw plates of steel and converting that steel into utensils.
Utensils.
Okay, that's different stage. It's a steel business, but different stage of production. That's the meaning here. Vertical merger. Vertical merger. Co-generic merger. What's that? Where two companies are in the same or related industries, but do not offer the same products, but related products. Okay, and we should share similar distribution channels, providing synergies for the merger. There are two different products, but related to each other. Related to each other. Okay, uh, like what? Like what? You have printers, right? You have printers. Okay, you're good at making printers, and for a printer, you need ink also, that powder, right? Powder.
Yes.
There's a chemical, and that chemical is used. That powder is used to print the whatever prints that you give. You know, there are two different areas of operation. I'm good at making, uh,
Printers.
okay, let's say printers. I'm good at electronics, but the chemical part, you are expert. Okay, your business is only to deal with the chemicals of the colors, different colors you give, different shades you give. You're expert in that area. That's your business. So you're into chemical business and I'm into electronics business. I make the printer and we'll try to join hands. Okay, you sell your cartridges, I sell my printers. Let's join hands. Hey, look at this. You can make a cartridge like this. Okay, and this is how you can fill the powder, right? You need not, supply the powder to me. You yourself make the cartridge, and let's join together, right? This is co-generic merger. Co-generic merger. Look at this. When you look at the laptops, most of the laptops except the Apple, okay, uh, you will find, what is this? either AMD or Intel, right?
Yes.
On your desk, on the keypad, you'll find Intel or AMD, right?
Yes.
What is that? What is that? They will just supply the processes, just a small component in the laptop they will supply, which is key, which is key.
Mm.
Likewise, look at the Boeing. Boeing, yeah, Boeing, yeah. For Boeing, if I'm not wrong, for Boeing, the engines are supplied by Rolls-Royce. For the aeroplane, the engines are supplied by Rolls-Royce.
Rolls Royce.
Yeah, Rolls-Royce. So what is that? Rolls-Royce business is, making engines,
Cars.
whether it is car
Okay, making
or
it.
anything, anybody, anything. They can make for trucks, they can make for compressors. They're good at making engines. And
Engines.
the making aircraft is the business of Boeing. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
look at this. They come together. Okay, they come together and form a new venture. That's co-generic merger, right? Where
Oh,
two companies are in the same or related industries, but do not offer the same products, but related products and may share similar distribution channels, providing synergies for the merger. Conglomerate merger. Conglomerate mergers are mergers of different kinds of business under the flagship company. Okay, conglomerate. Conglomerate. Okay, varieties.
okay.
ITC was into tobacco industry for a long time. ITC, Indian Tobacco Corporation. It was set up
Corporation.
long
Yes.
back by the East Indian Company, right? Long back when Britishers were there, it was set up. And later on, when tobacco consumption came down, 40, 30 years back, for every uh, 10 adults you find, there used to be at least four or five guys smoking. And in those days,
Oh,
smoking was style.
style.
Yeah, if anybody is smoking, holding the cigar between their fingers, it was style. Okay, it was fashion
Yes.
in those days, right? And slowly that has come down. Even in the Western countries have, in spite of that -20, -30, they have, drafted stringent laws. Even in -20, you have to go out and then smoke. That's your headache, right? So because
Hmm.
of that, the tobacco consumption even in the Western countries came down. Our soil, the alluvialized soil, the black soil is good for the Virginia tobacco. And we used to export that tobacco through this ITC, right? And ITC, Guntur was famous for that, right? So then when tobacco consumption came down, what's the next option for the company to survive? They have entered into hospitality. Grand Kakatiya, ITC Grand Kakatiya.
Kakati.
Yeah. Right? My business is something, I will also enter into other business, other areas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yes, sir.
So that, if one area, if I'm losing, other area I can consolidate myself. This is conglomerate merger. Okay,
Okay.
different kinds of business under one company. One company. Look at this. Apollo, they have, health, they have hospitals, they have pharmacies, they have other, other products,